Good morning, tribe. So today I'm talking about blame. So we've all have our own stories, and I'll be the first one to say that I have my own story from childhood. And some of us have had some really shocking, horrible things happen to them. And as a coach, I get to see this day in, day out. And some of the stories I get told actually break my heart. So one of the strategies I use with my clients is to blame effectively. And why is it really important to blame effectively? If you don't blame effectively, then it's very likely to show up in binge eating. That's the clientele that I work with, but it could be sabotaging your results career-wise. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it can be a number of different things if you don't learn to deal with the stories. Because when something happens as a child, there becomes a thought and belief about yourself, and we all create these stories about ourselves. And I'd just like to say hi. I've got a few people on, Jacob and Shana. Hi, welcome to the live today. I want to share strategies and tools how to blame effectively. So why would you want to blame effectively? Because you want to move forward in your life. All these thoughts and beliefs about yourself create an anchor back to that old life. And if you don't blame effectively, you will never be able to move forward. You'll never get over the binge drinking or the binge eating or any other unresourceful behavior that you're using to fulfill that thought and belief and that story about yourself. So we're going to learn to blame effectively, blame elegantly, blame consciously, and blame powerfully. Because if you blame from a conscious perspective, than leaving it up to the universe or it's just the way I am because of this happened in my childhood, then you'll never ever move forward. And I want you to move forward in life. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. I want you to pull out your journals. If you've got pen and paper when you're jumping on my live feeds, I'd suggest that because I generally share something that's really important. Or you can come back and watch the video. That's perfectly fine. 3 questions. So the first question is blame the gifts. So out of this situation, what did you get? For me, it's my stubbornness. Like if I didn't endure what I did as a child, I wouldn't be as stubborn and resourceful and have a willingness to change the world. I wouldn't have been able to get to the world stage if I didn't have that pure grit. So what gifts did your situation give you? And then what are the skills and resources? What did you learn? So it might have, you have a mum that was an alcoholic and she spent all her money on alcohol. So out of that, you learned, well, alcohol doesn't solve problems and I need to learn how to save money because my mum didn't do that. So that's where I want you to go back and look at, okay, what are the skills and resources I learned? Maybe you had to grow up really quickly. And I've spoken to a couple of my clients and they had to parent their mother. And to do that, that makes you a very, very strong woman and a very, very good mother to who you are today. The other one is to blame because you know the opposite. If you know the opposite, then you can change it. So again, back to that particular client that had a mother that was an alcoholic, she blamed her mum and would live in that space and that didn't serve her. So from there, she actually discovered, okay, well, that's not what I want. Then what do I want? If I don't want that childhood for my children, what am I going to give my children that are different to that? For me particularly, I grew up without a father. He left when I was 2. He's a very violent, evil man. And I want for my children a father. So a very strong fatherly figure. So from there, you get to learn, okay, this is what I enjoyed and what is the opposite of that? So those 3 questions again. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Davey. Hi, Shana. Good to see you guys on the call. So the 3 questions again are blame the gifts. What gifts did you get out of this? What skills and resources did you get? And the third one is know what the opposite is. So if you start to blame effectively, elegantly, powerfully from your conscious, you'll be able to move forward from this. You'll be able to reframe this situation. And none of our situations have been nice. They're in there, they're part of our life. It is what it is. But if you can reframe and get the skills and resources and actually move forward from this, you can have anything that you want. And I'm proof of that. Those that grew up with me know that I wouldn't be where I am and on a world stage if it wasn't for everything that I've been through. So I hope this has helped you guys. I'd love you to comment, to share. The more that you can share and get my message out there, the more people I can help. That's what I'm put on this earth to do, is to help people. So I'd love to hear your comments. What have you framed in your life and what have you blamed elegantly for? And we will see you next week. Thank you.